Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Slowly on top of the throne, I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home in this summer.
Gordon's got the ground game. It's a coach. You're watching Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Atlanta Falcons and our home team. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Jonah, 60 outlaw. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Whip. Ready?
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense?
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Check, check. Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. The first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Back to throw here. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get him down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle.
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. On 2nd and 12, Rivers, he's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff. This is intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. Fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Hey, Haywood! Move! 31 to right. It's out of time. It's out of time. 30 to go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Falcons.
On the set. Here we go, here we go. Run, run, run. He's down right here. He's down on the right, down on the right. For there. Five.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
I know you felt that one.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Everyone got 4 down.
They'll set up to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And Freeman lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And a loose football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch tight end. 4 down.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Big series right here. You got to step up. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Gets it off to Freeman.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Hey, Charlie. Come this way. Here we go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Russell Gage, his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards. From the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. And this is complete. It's Allen. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 81 right there. He's sneaky. Check that guy.
2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll drop to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So it sails out of bounds close to midfield, and they'll say actually right at midfield. A first half update now from Philadelphia, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go, fellas.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
Top with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Rivers. Open man is Cantrell. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
All right. 380. 27. Coming. Wait, 89.
First down, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The intended receiver there, Allen.
1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, you know, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Rivers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. And the catch good. It's Eifert. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And Freeman lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on. The board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
From just shy of midfield, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. So it's third and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
The Chargers' 24-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Protein spill.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Topper! We got it. 31's the mark. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
X3, 218, chop.
Back to throw here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. David Moore, his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's complete. Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
It's easy working. It's coming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get
it. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And a gain of 4 gets them right to the midfield stripe. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Rivers now from the 50. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They're going to be stopped up on this 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the...
There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30. And he cuts it out right. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, he stays up. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that. And so that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. California.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team got it, that's a big number. Hey,
cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though.